like you and me. That's love. Anybody glad that that's love? They hung him high, they stretched him wide. They hung and they stretched him wide. He hung his head. For me he died. That's love. Anybody glad that that's love? Oh, but that's not how the story is. 3 days later, he rose. Anybody glad that that's love? Come on, let's say it again. Jesus with the Calvary. Jesus with they hung him on, they stretched him wide. And they stretched him wide. He hung his head. For me he died. Anybody glad that that's love? That's love. But that's not how, but that's how the story is. 3 days later, he rose again. That's nothing but love. That's nothing but love. Hey, but that's not how the story is. 'Cause 3 days later, he rose again. Hey, anybody glad that that's love? That's love. Hey, but that's not how the story is. How the story is. 'Cause 3 days later, he rose again. Hey, anybody glad that that's love? That's love. Hey, but that's not how the story is. 'Cause 3 days later, y'all, he rose again. Hey, anybody glad for that love? Anybody glad for that love? Hey, Jesus went to Calvary, to Calvary, to save us like you and me. Oh, come on, if you know that that's love, that's love. Come on, let's make one big choir. Jesus went to Calvary, to Calvary, to save. They stretched him wide. They hung, they stretched him wide. He hung his head. For me he died. Anybody glad that that's love? Hey, but here's the good part. But that's not how the story is. 'Cause 3 days later, he rose again. Hey, glad for that love, that love. Hey, but that's not how the story is. 'Cause 3 days later, he rose again. Hey, that's nothing but love. That's nothing but love. That's nothing but love. Jesus went to Calvary. Jesus went to Calvary to save a wretch like you and me. That's nothing but love. That's nothing but love. Hey, they hung him high, they stretched him wide, and they stretched him wide. He hung his head. Oh, that's nothing but love. Oh, but that's not how the story is. 3 days later, he rose again. Anybody know that that's love? That's love. Oh, that's love. 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 Oh, come on and glorify God in this place. Anybody glad for that love? Anybody glad for his love? Anybody for his love? Listen, it's the first Sunday when I think of the blood of Jesus. Oh, come on, it's the first Sunday when I think about the cross that he carried for me. Oh, come on, it's the first Sunday when I think about the blood of Jesus and the nails that he had placed for me. He did it all for me. He did it all for me. Anybody glad that he did it for you? Oh, come on, anybody glad that he did it for you? He didn't have to do it, but anybody glad that he did it for you? He didn't have to go through it, but he did it for me. And he did it for you too.